Wednesday evening. We're back. Welcome, y'all. Angel, how you doing? Welcome. Carlos, Sandy, Pamela. Hector. Ticked Off Patriot, Shannon Jennings, Dave McWilliams. Relax Methods. Welcome, y'all. I missed you guys. Rob, how you doing? String Life, welcome. Rick, Rob, Angel, Alicia, welcome. Welcome. I'm glad to see y'all. Wednesday nights, halfway through the week. That's good. Brian Norris, welcome. Welcome, everyone. And welcome y'all, Marty Martin, welcome. GR Ford, how you doing? String Life. Slim Fat Boy, welcome. I hope all of you had a good good Thursday, Tuesday, excuse me, good Tuesday. Harry Knuckles, how you doing? DR Ford, good to see you, good to see all of you. Alicia, David McWilliams. You didn't know we got a vertical feed and a horizontal feed. So if you're in either of those feeds, you can check out the other one if you want to see a lot further that way or that way. But thank you for being here. make myself laugh. I don't know if that's crazy or not. Dave, welcome. Dave Suchi. Blaze Atrina. Well, Blaze Atrina. I'm Creep Blaze. Blaze, welcome. They had no drinks, all I had to drink Coca-Cola. Actually, not even Coca-Cola. HEB, it's my local grocery store. Pure cane sugar, original cola. If you guys playing along with me, Chuck, you might be, anybody else, B flat for the next one. Sandra, welcome. David Wade, welcome. Mondo D'Amato, welcome back. Darren, welcome. Greenville, South Carolina, welcome, man. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Wednesday night. I got my big clown size pick, clown shoe size pick. I need clown shoes, apparently. Because I tried a regular size one of these and it was too small. Therefore, I'm sticking with the overly sized clown shoe pick. But now we'll be playing the clown shoe pick in B flat. Get a little more room here. I don't know why, but I got to. Thank you, hey, if you guys playing along with me. extraordinary person. Good to see you. I don't think I saw you there. Carla Swanson, how you doing? Weirdly quiet, huh? I don't doubt it. Antonio Sydney, welcome. Hey Port Swing Tunes, how are you? Good to see you. I saw you yesterday at somebody's day before yesterday. Whose live stream was that? They were really good. We were both thinking they were really good. Hands down, I got some favorite live streams, but let me tell you guys, if you haven't checked out that Freak Bass channel, you're missing out. That's art. That right there. First moment I saw that, I was like, wow, that's art. That guy fits art and magic in a 3x5 screen, and wow. So I hope you'll get a chance to check that out at some time. It's really something. He brings some wonderful energy. And then seeing Jimmy Fallon dress up as him the other night. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Dave Succi, yeah, I think he threw that Amazing Grace like over one of my blues songs, just as a little refrain in his solo, amongst other incredible. You should go listen to that guy. He's real. It was so much fun just playing with him. It really sometimes it's just like really good, really magical. And it was like sitting next to that guy that night. He came to play. He played his ass off. I mean, it was incredible. It was wonderful. I felt so lucky to be sitting here jamming with him. I had a blast. You know, like sometimes, you know, he's a great player, but he was a great player on an on night, you know what I mean? He was just playing great, and it was so much fun to just, oh, it was wonderful. Yeah. Standing Stones, thank you. Steve Richard, Fred Henkel, is it right? I mean, you got the whole show. Wow. Yeah, no. So, Porch Swing, Ordinary, Steve Richard, Kelly Quinn, how are you? Everybody over in the horizontal feed or the luxury lounge, hope you guys are doing well. Cosmic Sunbeams, Q-Stick. Cosmic Sunbeams, haven't seen you in a bit. Nice to see you. It's good to see all of you guys. Standing Stones. We actually don't sing here or talk, really. We do neither of those things. Emily, hi. I guess I should do more of those things, but we don't do those. We just play guitar. And if you're playing along, I'm in a key of C. And if you're not, I'm glad you're here. Factory Bear, hey. How long have I been playing? How long have I been playing guitar? 40 years. been playing blues guitar 35 years. I've been in Texas, in Austin, Texas, 35 years. I guess I've been playing blues guitar like 37 years. Yeah, I played for like 2 years when I got here 35 years ago, and I was like, oh, I know how to play blues. I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I still don't know how to play blues. I'm still trying. It's a darn long time, Emily, I tell you what. Ain't y'all play slow groove for a minute? I want to go dot, 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 a little more. Chuck Ruby, brother, how you doing? PSC, and welcome. And thank you for the super chat. Sandy, Angel, Wizard, Gunarian, hello. Welcome, Benjamin. Welcome. Pamela Hadcock, how are you? Shakib, brother, how you doing? Hello and goodbye. Hey, glad I caught you before you left. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. William Maynard, welcome. Pamela, it's good seeing you too. Thank you. Stephen Repton, welcome. Brad Crarrow, howdy, welcome. Abdul, welcome. Jimmy, welcome. Welcome all you guys. Thomas, welcome. Kelly Hoover from Kansas, welcome. Welcome y'all, thank you all. If you guys are new here, I'd love if you double tap that screen. Hit like, hit subscribe if you want to hang out with us more. We're here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but not Tuesday. 9 o'clock Central US time we start, finish about 11:30. Love to see more of you. And if you're in the vertical feed, there's also a horizontal feed. You can see a lot more. And I think the sound's a little bit better. I'm not sure. But I'm very happy you're here in the horizontal feed if that's where you are. And now, everybody in the vertical feed, we also have a horizontal feed. You probably already knew that. I'm guessing you knew that. Key to A, if you guys are playing along, if you're playing harp with me, you probably want to grab your D harp. Unless you want as harp players to play chromatic harp. That's a little complex for me to even conceive, really. Thomas, yeah, man. All the backing tracks that I just make on my, or not just, I make on my little Boss RC5 loop station with a bass, guitar, you know. And there's some of them are on the GuitarGuyATX page. You can play along with them if you feel like it. Right now, if you're playing along with me, PA. guys playing along. Angel, good night, Angel. Great seeing you. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow. Good to see you. Eric B. Welcome. Shaki, what are you doing here? You just went from the horizontal stream over to the vertical stream, and it's good to see you. Carlos, Kelly Quinn, everybody else, Chuck, E, Jay, welcome. thank you, and welcome. Thank you. Tipped off, welcome. Good to see you. Carlos, good, fantastic to see you always. Carlos, thank you. Chuck Ruby, thank you. How you doing over there, Chuck? You playing along? GE? Chris Edinburgh, how you doing? I'm doing well. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. Rich Evans. Oh, well, I'm glad you're back. Good to see all of you. If you haven't hit like, hit subscribe, I'd love it if you did. Double tap that screen to hit like. That'd be great. And join us more. We're here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. Not Tuesday. Ain't no blues Tuesday, the Guitar Guy ATX channel. But every other night, 9 o'clock Central US time, we start up. So I certainly hope to see more of you there. More of you again tomorrow and next day. Attendance is not mandatory. Any time is good. Sky Blue Moon. I do love that name. Welcome, Sky Blue Moon. Good to see you again. 100 likes. Awesome. I'd like it'd be even cooler if it was 101. Alban, welcome. Welcome all of you guys. Southside Gino, welcome. Thank you for reminding me of my grandfather. Every time you say south side of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, reminds me of my grandfather. So thank you. Tahir, welcome. Andre, welcome. Robert, welcome. Robert Tom, thank you. Thank you and welcome. JW, welcome. All of you guys, thank you so much for being here. Tracy Ward, thank you so much. Thank you. And hello. Thank you. Robert Tom, good to see you. Tracy Ward, thank you so much. Thank you. Thomas, oh, I think the blues will live forever, brother. It's kind of the roots of a lot of stuff. Now it might get copyrighted by some 14-year-old kid. That kind of stuff might happen, but the blues will always be here. Chris Edinburgh, Justin, Delta Chris. Justin, welcome. This song now. It's too much like the last ones. Here, I take that back. We're not playing that. We're playing a different song. We'll play Rumba instead. Goody Guitars, I didn't even see you there, right in front of me. Goody Guitars, welcome. Thank you for being here. I like the strap too. A lot. It's very comfortable. And it's got red sparkle lightning bolts on it. I'm a sucker for red sparkle lightning bolts. Jaspin, welcome. Hey, I hope Houston had the weather we had today. Is it still hot there, or we had a nice day here? I mean, it was like 91, but it wasn't humid. It was good. It was the first. Yes, it was good. It was real good. Yeah. Now it's, see, like we've been in Texas. It's been rough. You know, summertime in Texas, it's not for the faint of heart. It's a little hot. It's very hot. It's not a lot of fun. But the next 8 months, or 6 months at least, they're good. They're real good. 95 was what you got to. Oh, it's even better here. It was good. Robert Tom, thank you, welcome. Justin, 47, welcome. 98, Sky, oh, that's hot. Sky, where, oh, I'm sorry, it's still 98 there. Oh, see, yeah, that makes sense. Florida might still be 98. Bass fishing, welcome. key A if you guys are playing along. Gotta stretch, you know. Just in Italiano. What were we talking about? Guitar strings. What were we talking about? You don't have to go anywhere. I'm going to be here for another, well, to tell the truth, another hour. Another 45 minutes, but we always keep going. Oh, you did? Ooh, bass fishing. On a Les Paul or a Strat? Which scaling? you know, I would still love to get, you know, flat wound 10s to work on this guitar. I'm the most comfortable with those. I tell you what, I'm gonna switch guitars. Just a sec. I do miss flat wound strings. Oh, goody, I tell you. I do dream of that. And you never know. One of these days you may tune in and you may see a full band here. 3 or 4 piece occasionally, because yeah, I've been thinking about that. Just yet. I'm getting it, you know. You gotta get the sound. Not quite there. Robert Thomas is a Epiphone ES295, made in Korea, 1998. Completely stock, with a couple of cracks. It's my $300 guitar. Ah, yeah. $350. No kidding, Carlos. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I got a real good deal on this guitar. It was kind of broken though. You know. And you know what? A 175 and a 295, they're so similar. I guess, you know, a 175 is slightly louder. It's a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker. And it doesn't, like this has a tiny strip of wood underneath, you know? Ticked off. Lovely. you know, not very thick. It's just like a small, right underneath the pickups. 295 has that. But I think it has a very sweet top end sound to it. I think maybe that is part of it. I don't know. Slip. How you doing? Good to see you. I think I missed saying hi to you. I meant to say hi to you a little bit ago. I didn't. I meant to. JW, Dave McWilliams, Carlos, Chuck, everybody in the vertical stream. Good to see you. And everybody in the vertical stream. Welcome. I guess I meant to say hello to everybody in the horizontal stream before. Everybody in the vertical stream. Robert, Tom, Andy Zucchini. South Austin. I tell people the closest I'm close to Evangeline Cafe. That's my landmark. Justin Italiano. Welcome. Monica, welcome. Fabio, welcome. Robert, Tom, and Black Belt, welcome. Mama Shredder, how you doing? Mama Shredder, it's great to see you. I hope Brody's doing well. Shauna, hello. How you doing, Shauna? I'm doing real well, Mama Shredder. Having a good night. Had a good nap. So I'm, not fading. Shauna, it's great to see you. It's great to see you all. And if you're playing along with me, which I hope some of you are, and Kiki right now, I'm going to switch up in a minute. That's a temper tantrum. Did you see that? I messed up. I had a temper tantrum. very mad king, the happy king. How you doing, brother? David McWilliams. I'm so glad to see you all. Mama Shredder, thank you for being here. Thank you for popping by. Multi, nervous? Nah, man. You would be surprised, Multi. This is actually my 220th live stream this year. Or somewhere around that. Not very mad, King. It's good to see you. I know, right? I love it. So glad to see you all. Thank you for being here. Emerging. Welcome, y'all. If you guys playing along with me. I can use the bridge pickup if you'd like, Carlos. Maybe. Sometimes it cuts out. As you guys know. It's almost the last song. It's not quite the last song. Second. Apparently, I need to work the cramp out before I attempt this song. Massimo, welcome. Robert Tom, welcome. Karen Stroud, Shauna, David, thank you guys. Chuck, if you're here, Karen Stroud, Shauna, all of you guys. Thank you guys. This is going to be the last song, but if you've been here before, you know that I'm going to play another song in the horizontal feed, so you can always head over there and we're done. A little after show. But I'm going to play a little. don't have allergies. It's mind over matter. I'm not gonna have allergies anymore. Thank you, Chuck. I'll tell you what, guys. Chuck Ruby and Steve Wick covered this song and put words to it. And it's on Steve Wick's channel, which is findable through Chuck Ruby's channel. And he's here a lot. And I love it. It's awesome. I'm very touched. If you ever feel like checking it out, just check it out. Christopher, welcome. Necromancer, welcome. Welcome. Robert Tom, welcome. Welcome y'all. Karen Stroud. David Williams, Chuck, Jenny Babe, welcome. Alright, you guys. It's come to the end of the night. Can't stay here. Not to go home. Can't stay here, but you can go over to the horizontal feed. I do hope some of you might. I'm gonna play another song over there. Chat a bit. I'd love to see you guys there. And thank you so very much. Thank you. I feel so very lucky and so very grateful. I love doing this. I really enjoy doing this. Can't tell you how much I enjoy doing this because I'm speechless. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Everybody's been here more than once. Thank you, guys. Moderators, Carlos, Goody, Chuck, Shauna, who else is here? Goody Guitars, Carlos, Chuck. I think that's it. Moderators, thank you. And all the moderators who were on earlier, Angel, thanks to them too. If you've been here more than once, that means you're part of the family. I'm so glad to have you back. Thank you. If you had trouble finding us, hit subscribe. We're here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but we ain't here Tuesdays. No Blues Tuesday at the GuitarGuyATX channel. Every other night, we got you covered. At 9 o'clock, Central Standard US time, 6 nights a week. I hope you'll hit subscribe. Hang out with us more. So listen. Oh, Robert Steve Wick. Steve Wick. Actually, his last name is Stechter. Steve Wick, Stecher. And if you know Chuck Ruby, I think you can link it through his channel pretty good. I'd love it if you'd check it out. I woke up one day, that was in my feed, I was like, that is so cool. Awesome. So if you're new here, thank you. I hope to see you again. And we'll be back 21 hours from now. But in all seriousness, it's a really rough world out there right now. I'm so happy that you guys come here. I hope it feels like a safe place for you all. I hope we can all kind of bond playing music together, and I'm sorry things are the way they are. I wish it was boring. I wish it was boring. I wish we lived in very boring times. But as we don't, please look after yourselves. Look after your friends, look after your family, look after your neighbors. And be kind to yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Give yourselves that grace that you might give somebody else. Be nice to yourselves. I love you guys. Be good to yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Look after your mental health. It's crazy now. Give yourselves some grace. Try not to stress. Put your worries in a box. There's a time to work on stuff, but there's never really a time to worry. Don't do that. Allow yourself to not worry. Be good to yourselves. Thank you. Thank you and good night. Jenny babe. Good night, Jenny babe. Carlos, good night. Karen Stroud, good night. Happy King, so glad to see you, and good night. Christophe, good night. Thank you for being here, and good night. Robert Tom, thank you, and good night. Carlos, Jenny babe. Eximonio, that's a tough name. I'm just going to call you Exdemonio. There you go. Thank you for being here and good night. Joseph Hawthorne, thank you and good night. The title on Steve Wick's channel, if you guys go there, is Much Love and Respect. That's what they have called that. Robert Tom, good night. Carlos, good night. Jenny babe, all of you guys. Big King, I love you guys. And good night. If you want to hang out for another song, head over to the horizontal stream. But otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. If I don't seem as excited as I feel now, it's because I'm trying to tell you guys to be good to yourselves and give yourselves that grace. And it seems like a not exciting thing to say, but I'm totally serious. Just look after yourselves and be good to yourselves. I love you guys and I appreciate you. Thank you. Good night. I see some of you. I see some of you in the horizontal feed. The rest of you, I'll be back in 21 hours. Good night. Look after yourselves. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. And I do not take this for granted. Thank you. Thank you guys, and good night. Good night, y'all. After party. How you guys doing? Giddy Guitars, David Williams, Alicia, good night. I didn't see you there. I hope you're still here, and I hope you have to hear me say good night. Thank you guys. That was fun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'll tell you what though, I had a little cramp tonight. I'm gonna have to like ice the hand, do the stuff. Alicia, you're so welcome. And thank you for being here. Thank you. Just please do hit like and like. Thank you guys. David Williams, how you doing? Giddy Guitars. You know, remember I changed down to 9.5 on that Strat. It's like it's so close to it. Okay, so you may not realize them. Real quick, there's like 2 different scale lengths of guitars, meaning the distance from the strings to the bridge. This distance here, it's either 25.5 inches or 24.75 inches. Now, it doesn't seem like a big difference, but it makes a huge difference in the string tension. And if you're used to playing this is 24.75, right? It's a lot different than a Strat, which is a 25.5 scale length, which is a lot tighter and bouncier under your pick and feels very different, you know, right? This, to me, feels like, because I notice it, because it feels like the string doesn't quite bounce back as fast as it does on my Strat. And it's hard to like switch between the two a lot. Well, about, I don't know, a month ago, I put on 9.5s on my Strat. Wow. It's so close. It's just really, you know, it's fine. It's really close. So they will feel the same to me now. Luxury. I didn't even know they had 9.5 strings. Oh yeah, Goody Guitar. So the PVT15, is that scale length? That's like a Birdland, right? Is that the 23.5? That's the Birdland scale length, right? I'll tell you what. If you ever, you know the I've always wanted a Birdland. Birdland is a guitar very similar to this. It has a round cutaway, not a sharp cutaway like this. And it's got a real short scale length. I've always wanted one of those, but they cost 25 grand. So I'm never going to get one of those. But Ibanez made a copy for a while that is like just as good. But they don't sell them in America. It's very hard to find. But I always wanted one of those because it seemed like it'd be really easy to play. You know, Jenny babe. Yeah, Birdland is like, you know, like I say, it's my dream guitar. I'd even deal with the humbuckers. You know, I don't deal with humbuckers, but a Birdland, I would do that. But you know, that's not. It's not actually even my dream guitar. Because I can't. You know, I will never spend $25,000 on a guitar. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'll never be able to. And I would never do that. It's just ridiculous to me. But I'll tell you what, if I ever found one of those Ibanez's, I would scrape together all my funds and get one of those. But it's not easy to find them. Because because, you know, they imported like 3 of them. And then Gibson said, no. I know, you know, that Birdland, so that was made to be a session guitar, right? Like a Nashville session guitar. So the 2 top Nashville session guitar players, was it Larry? I don't remember their names, but Bird and Land is like the last of both of their names. And they made what they thought was the ultimate session guitar, and it's the ultimate expensive guitar. I mean, seriously, I don't think you can find a more expensive guitar than the Birdland. Goody guitars. That's hilarious. Like a Chipson. That's funny. 300 does sound a lot better than any of those things. But part of the reason I want one is because they're amazing guitars. Even the copies are amazing. I don't know how the $300 one would be, but it does sound, you know, that would be cheaper than this. Carlos. Good night, man. I'm about to finish. Give me a couple more, just another minute. You know, my first ever guitar was a Talkeye Strat. I wish I still had that guitar. That was a phenomenal guitar. I lent it to a friend. Never got it back. He's a friend in a different country. I'll never see it again. Joseph D, you want me to keep going a tad more? That mine was a 80s Talkline Strat. That's when I got my first. That was my It was black and it was a Gold Star sound. Just that was a really good guitar. I wish I still had the guitar. I think that guitar was like just amazing. The pickup, yeah. Oh, Carlos. All right, I'm just waffling on. Carlos, you've been here since before I was here. Here, I'm gonna play just a tad, a little bit more, and then I'm saying goodnight. Cause I got to end. Y'all, let's call it a night. Let's call it a night and do it again tomorrow. I'll see you in 21 hours. I love you guys. Thank you. David Williams, thank you. Carlos, thank you. Good night. Good night, Carlos. Good night, David. Good night, Goody Guitars. Good night, Joseph. Good night, Joseph. Good night, y'all. You guys, thank you. Be good to yourselves. Most of all, please, you guys, give yourselves a little bit of grace. Be nice to yourselves. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I am the luckiest guy. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Good night. Oh, so much fun. I'll see you tomorrow. Right back at you, David. Joseph, thank you. All of you guys. Carlos, thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm really excited about playing tomorrow. I can't wait. I'll better get some rest so it arrives. Thank you, guys. Good night.